Welcome everyone to the first Hanchan out of the 2 for the scramble phase. It's top 16 out of 48 move on to the second round semi-finals, and then only the first of every table will move on to the third Hanchan, and then the first of wait, I have to restart. I forgot what I said. It's top 16 move on to the semis where you play one Hanchan. Additionally, 2 Hanchan scramble, 1 Hanchan semis, and then the top of every single table out of the 4 tables move on to the finals, and then 1 Hanchan decides it all, no carry over. It's standard WRC rules. The differences between ranked is no Akatora, 15-5 Uma. The Uma actually matters. Renho is here, I think. Kaso Rakuman is maybe disabled on this one, but I have seen a screenshot where the new WRC rules will include Kaso Rakuman. There is Riichi Mahjong. It is a nice shape here, nice upgrade here. The 6-0 is kinda weak, 2 6-0s. The Ipeko shape is kinda awkward here in the social, but we can't really keep the 5 pin. The 9-0 is not a cut there. The 7-man is interesting to keep the 5, but I think it's okay here. If we draw like a 6-0, then we can actually cut the 8-0, and then we have a run gun here, 5-7-9, and a 2-5 here. And then on 8-0 we won't be waiting for the 6-0, so we will probably just cut the Tora. The 6-9 man here is twice cut, the 7 man is once cut. The best roll is the Tora, as you might have guessed. Tora is really important in Akanashi without Z5s because there isn't a lot of value to be seen because there's no Aka Tora, so people are really hoarding the Toras. There's a 5-0 here, there are like 2 5-mans here. It's really kinda like, it's kinda bad, I'm not gonna lie. We can keep that. We can now pawn, actually. We can pawn 5-7-0 7-man, 5-0 7-man, or both one card for Tando 3 or 2 Toras. And with this 9-0 card. If it was early, we would just got a 5 here. But I think we can just take maximum Ikuire. It's 3 more towers, but it's like VRT though. The risk is not that high. To keep the additional 5007, we will be cutting the 5. Not here. We can just cut it next turn. I'm not that worried about Tamaton, the Tora. We see 3 Tora out of the 4. So we don't expect people to be Tamaton. This 5-0 should easily pass there as well. Most of the time. The most sus is the 4-7 pin across. There's the last Tora, and here's the chase on the 5-0 for 2-5. Pin through to Tora 11-6, or like it's SK, so it's full 12k. 3 pin, I hate the 3 pin there. They had 2 of my, and there's the Ura 2. Like it's safe against 2 players, I guess, but not against the third one. And I would think they had something safer. Simotra chase was pretty good there. They had a Kamputsu weight, but there's only one person who is not in Riichi, so you are just very often you can just Riichi chase for extra value. They hit the Ipatsu Ura too. It's just a painful hand. If they really wanted to Tamaton, they could, but there's only one person who is actively defending Luna. He will pawn for 1 or 2 Han here. The King Dragon is obviously a pawn. We can skip the rest. I don't really mind the rest. If we draw 1 more pair, we can go 7 pairs here. Yesterday I played the EMA tournament and I like a Zinitsa and I kinda made the mistake. It's always so awkward. Like I didn't sort my hand correctly. It was such a mess. I should just sort it like in ranked. Like It should just sort of like this, but we can push the 8 pin. We don't really have anything better, like 2k each almost out in there, but like if we go one man, like we will be stuck next turn anyway. Monster here with the lead. We need about plus 20, plus 25 out of 2 Hanchans, so that is what we are aiming for. If you are watching the fourth or a video, you will get spoiled by the duration of the video or the fourth, because I won't, like, there won't be really any spoiler, so you just know when I have played 2, 3 or 4 Hanchans. It's kind of obvious, but that it's just what it is, I guess. Moving towards 4 pairs with the thunder shape. Pestrels, like I like the 5-8, so, but if we pair something up, like here, we can move towards thunder, I guess. Towards the east something. We will likely try to wait for an honor, but the honors are kind of dead, or not dead. There are still some honors, like this east, which are pretty good. You can just got a 6 here, and then try to wait for the east. I know thunder is one more, but the weight quality is just like the only thing that I really care about. He can just got a 7. It might be sus for like 7 pairs, but you just have to get them by with 7 pairs. Like, you don't really have to hide that you are going 7 pairs. Like the east donkey is good enough. We are not waiting for the Jikoku donkey here for the twice Scott right second. And the Riemann is 1 Scott across. And the 7 pin is 1 Scott, and the 2 so is live. The east is 1 Scott. See again, 2 so. Best. We kinda just have to push, I think. Like, we really need Tempai, or like, we need to beat Tempai to win. The tournament shouldn't have another 6-man there. So they probably fix our head in Monster, but I'm not 100% confident. They don't have a 6-man like there is Garbage off. I hate the Jikoku Tanki, so we are just going to Riichi on the Tsuji trap 1 Scott 3-man here. I hate the Jikoku Tanki. And we have like one more hand like this. Should be fine, the 5. Ichi towards the thunder. The extra hand actually does matter a lot. In case of run, that is. I think Pinsu are the most sus against Toyman. Basically the 2-5-3-6 pin. Hopefully we don't roll that. The rest should be pretty fine. Should have waited like 4 turns for the Ipachimon the 3 so. Like if Toyman stores a 3-man, they will push because they out Tempai most likely. But they just have to push here. If they draw a 3-man, it's Tsuji. It's safe enough for sure to push. If they draw a pinch, a 2-pin or something, they might be able to hold it. This 5 so, oh, okay, they are disconnected on the 5 so. You have the high day, but the high day is actually not an advantage here. Or like if you have a bad way to kind of don't want the high day, and Toyman is no 10 there. We might have a Sansaku here, but we still need a pair somewhere, so we will just try to take it slow. There's 1600 in the middle, but like there is just no rush to go here. If there was a little bit more, then perhaps he could go, but we are not really in a rush. In Akanashi, people are like 2 turns slower than in Ho. Like the Ho speed is the fastest. Then I think Throne Room, and then or like Tokucho. I think it's Ho, Tokucho, then Throne Room, and then whatever comes after, like J2, I guess. I can't really put Galaxy yet on the map, but I don't expect that will be that strong either way. He could East Sakigiri, that is actually a good strategy, but we didn't Sakigiri it like turn 1. We will keep the 1 throw here, like this is the only fair rule besides the Torah acceptance here, and there's the Riichi. And yeah, it's kinda unfortunate here. Kinda unfortunate. We can try 6 man into 8 man and then try to more Washi, but like it's really hard here with the double Musuchi 16 and then the 4 so which we kinda want to push for the Sansuku. So I think this is okay, and then if we get East then we can definitely push a bit harder, but the Sansuku isn't confirmed and the double Musuchi with the 16 is just too fast. The 8 man is it's not safe, but it's not the real start to push. The 4 so is now half shooty, but the 1 so is safe. We just have to touch the Ipache and then just try to connect to this 16. There are 2 7 mans here. It's now East something. We can push this. It's kinda still kinda awkward, but safe, but you can push a lot harder. The 1 man was dead. They really fished for the Itze, but they didn't get it. They got Nichimo South and something else, a Tora or something for the manga. Kinda sucks for us. Like we really need a first or second here. We really need it. Otherwise we won't be going to the next round. I have never won it. I have never won the Brazilian monthly. I've been in the finals for like 3 times or something, 3-4 times, but I actually never won it. I actually finished 4th a lot of the time. In moving towards the Thunder hand, 3 Pinchi, the pawn, I don't like it. 3 5-man pawn, I probably skipped that, the 3 pin. We do have too many blocks actually, so we can actually, like with too many blocks, I prefer to skip. But the 3 pin is kinda big still, so I kinda like the 3 pin here. Cutting 3 man or something like that. Thunder pinful, of course, the best case scenarios, but we need a 3 pin. There is the East something. We can still throw like a 2 or 4 man for the Sansuku, 2 months, 2 4 months out. So we are not going to wait for that. We can just Tsumogiri. We kinda want a pinful here anyway. The 6-0 is also quite sus against Toyman. We won't be calling anytime soon though. The Tora is trash card. Toyman likely doesn't have Tora acceptance still. Or like they don't have a Tora there, so that is already settled. Like we will just greed, or like this is just how you have to play the game. We kinda wanted to end up on the pinch, of course, but we can't really complain. It's kinda Sotokawa here with on the 6-0, the 5-8 so. But you can't really trust Sotokawa that much without Akatora anyway, because people will be forcing the good shapes slightly more often because they don't have value without it. You do have a Tandao as well. North here on the right, probably out. East here on the left. They had a double East, but we Sakigiri'd it in time, so they couldn't pawn it. For pin double Musuchi, Domen is surely tempered there in the social shoots, and there's a deal in. Hopefully the Ura for Mangam, but otherwise we have 3,900. 3,900, it is. We are down 12,000 points here. Wait, not the Torah. I almost pressed the North there, but then I realized it's the Torah. Always check the Torah. It's like I'm just really used to discarding it like as like discarding the cash win turn 1 as soon as possible, but you should really keep the Torah. It was really unfortunate. I tapped into Chikoku Tonki like yesterday, 5,200. Someone had a hell weight on it. It was already discarded once by me and someone else. and then I drew the third one, and then I was like, there was a Riichi, and it didn't feel that sus, but it definitely felt like something was perhaps a bit off. I hate this position here. We can hatch this. We are cutting not a 4-man pair, but we're cutting the 4-man to keep the 4-man floater here. I kinda really want to cut 1-2 pin, but like our hand is just too slow. Like the 3 pin is still nice, but we will try to cut the 1-2 pin later on, and we have 2 pairs here. So we cut the 4-man here for the 4-man floater. The standard cut is like, I think 1-2 pin on the north, but the 4-man is definitely interesting. I think we can go 1-2 pin here and then try to get the Itsu or the Tora in our hand. We don't really have any value otherwise, so I don't really mind taking the slower route. I know Shimoda is open, but like we have like no value, no shapes. We can't fight anyway. If we get Itsu or we get the 3-man or something, we will just eat the Tora, no problem. We still need one more shape actually. 3, 5 more, 5 pin. And there's almost no world where we can actually hold the Tora though, unless we pair it up. Kinda unfortunate situation here, and that's a Riichi, and it's pretty sus. Yeah, like we can't really, we can go 9 pin, 9 pin. It shouldn't be the worst. 5-1 Tsumogiri, it's safe again. Yeah, I think we can Tsumogiri. It's not the worst out here against Shimoda. I hope that are falling here on the right, but like if they are not, then they might have the door here on the right. They are thinking here. It is actually good for us. 9 so Sotokawa. It's kind of awkward to be stuck with the Tora, but we don't really have any shape, so it's not the worst. 9 so is safe. Shimoda didn't pawn it, by the way, so that is their pair. So they don't have a Sabo or anything like that. They just had the 9 so as pair, and then they Mawasi it and 4-4-7. We require Mangan Sumo, and then we need more value, but you can't really bet on Mangan Sumo anyway, or like Hana is like almost impossible without Aka. It's like Ipatsimo Uratari or something, but you don't really rely on that. Ipatsu rate, like it's so low, like about 10% Ipatsu rate, I think. And then the Uratari is like 1 in 34 because you usually only have one uncle. This 9 pin is kinda weak, but like we might as well keep it. Triple Kansan Ramen here. The hand isn't the worst, but like we obviously don't have value, so it's pretty rough here. We will try to fight for second here. That is kinda the goal here. Because it's a bit out of reach. It is the goal like here. I really don't like my 8 pins are now dead. We are thinking that they have Rakuhai here, and they do. The bond really doesn't look like Tanrao. Rakuhai also means that they have, not that they have the 1 Pintura, but they can hold the 1 Pintura, which makes it more scary. I really don't understand this 9-man card, but I think we are just going to defend. It's a toy. It's a toy. It is. So we won't be like we can cut 1 so here, and then like if we get the last 8 pin, perhaps you can push the queen dragon. It's not a real start the queen because it's 1 cut. This is Tsumogiri. We are not forcing 7 pairs here, I think. Or like the 8 pin is stab, but like 3 so 3 so 7 9 like perhaps he should have kept 7 pairs alive, perhaps. Perhaps it was a mistake, but like the chances that we can win on 7 pairs are still pretty low. Like the regular hand or the skaten is more likely we won't be trying to push any Sompai. The 7 pin is actually not a real style here. With the 6 pin early discard and then the 8 pin pawn, they likely don't have 7-7 there on the right. We have to check. The best is 1 scout. We can just got a 9 here and then the king green. Like if we get like Tempe or E something, we can definitely push the best. Tura is very scary till we won't be pushing the Sompai 8-1. They got like a 7 into 9. They can easily have an 8-1 pair. They don't. Sometimes they really force it. But we just let Simotsa, or like we might be paying 3,000 on Katen. Yeah, we are probably paying 3,000. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Unless someone deals in or Sumo's here, 1 Han. On the Atotsuke 1-4. So they had some 5-stars in their pawn. And they should have definitely got a 2-star to avoid the Atotsuke deal. You can't got a 2 from 2-3-5 to avoid the fusion, but I don't know when they call, but it's definitely something that you should remember. If you have a thunder hand, don't wait on the terminal task that you can't win on, just go for the Kansan. It's too full, and you avoid the awkward situations where you are fusion or temporary fusion. We have one Tora here, and it's pretty okay. Tournament with the East Pawn. Naiman should be with Shimotsa. Wait, this tournament. Okay, they have a gun instead. It would be unlikely for them to have like an 8-ma pair. Always got this 5 pin, and I don't see anything else. Like we lose out on all the pin acceptance, but we are headless here. You just have to play the books as they are here. Dit is E-Santen. Is a Rankan 6-8 so here, and then 3-man. There's a 3-man. Hand is almost set at E-Santen. There's a pawn Supi Tempai here with the 3 pin. We will be calling for Tempai. It's a stress card. We are looking in Thunder here. There's an Antotsu save with the 3-man throw with the 5-star card. But the 5-star is not that safe. The 5-star is actually now pretty safe. In the 2-star pass. The 5-star shouldn't deal into a Sabo. 7 pin. There's a stupid 8-so that I was talking about, but it won't be turned out there. You can pawn the 6-man, the 7-so, and then just try to beat tournament. Stampai. I kinda want to see that. If it's Toy, it might deal in. I think we are cutting the 5-star here. Like, I'm not too worried about the 2 pin, but like, if it deals in, it deals into Toy, and it actually deals here into Toy with 2 Tora that I just can't as well. Kinda push it, but it is what it is. I knew that they had some upper pins there, likely to Tora pair, and then they have a Sabo, and it would be awkward. Wait, could they actually have 2 pin there? 7, 8. Yeah, they could have a 2 pin there with a 2, 3, 4 pin shape, 7, 8 pin. Got pawn 4 pin for Tempai for the 6, 9, and then got a 7 pin for the Sabo, 2 pin, 8 pin. Really want to have the best pair, even if it wants got for like 7 pairs here. the Torah is loose. That really wants me to go like 7 pairs here, but like we can Torah Donkey perhaps. The 258 is a bad shape here. Kinda stuck here. We really need to be top 2, or like we basically can't really qualify without top 2. If we get 4th, it's pretty much over. We need like plus 20,000 or 25,000 to qualify. So it will be really tough to get a 4th because your players need to be 20k better. The white can especially gone now. We can just read this, and then we are still kind of looking for 1 block, and then okay, we are east something. We feel the bad shape here, very nice. It's like the best roll, but we don't need to be looking for 1 more block. He will be pawning 5 so 16 for tempai. It's kind of sad, but it's just what we have to do. Like that is the Sun School is not worth it. Like speed is more important here, I think. It's not even confirmed with this 8-month roll. Like 16 there is kind of weak, though. I don't think we can do that. I think it's just going to be Tsumogiri here. That is Tsumogiri. I didn't see the data C. I didn't see the data C, which should mean that they have a Tsumogiri there, which you can kind of ignore though. No, not that one. Oh my god, I misclicked. Dude, why do we have this way? Oh my god. Oh my god. We... Wait, it wasn't Tsumogiri. What was it? I really didn't say the toss it though. I really didn't, but I might be tired. I might be a bit tired, but what a disaster. The era 2 as well with the painful. Yeah, I'll probably only playing 2 Hanchans here. I misclicked the 16 and then it's just fighting towards the end because we really need top 2 and we need like Hanuman now. It really sucks. Or like Mahjong direct to tournament, I guess, but like perhaps a Santa or a Chunsan here would be nice. Chunsan. We don't have a pair. We don't have a terminal pair, so it's never going to happen. What a disaster. We might have a Sun School instead, but the Torah acceptance on the 9, so I really want to check if it was Tsumogiri Riichi. I really want to check that. Because that is something that I should 100% take note of. If it's Tsumogiri or Tetashi Riichi. Because if it was Tsumogiri, the push is just 100% justified. But if it was Tetashi, then... But we misclicked and then we got wrecked on it. It has been a long day, as you can imagine. Or like I'm playing on the Sunday, by the way, so you know it's a holiday. Give me the 4 so there are 2 4 so's. Or the 9 so I guess. I don't know if we told like 7 8 so are we going to get the Sun School, which is only... This is so bad actually. The Sun School is so bad. You're better off waiting for the Torah, to be honest, with the Tsumogiri 7 8 so. Because then it's like 50% chance for the Torah, while the Sun School is like 25%. So many pintos. Like if we told the 4 so we are headless, and then it's actually better. then we can go for anything, but only 2 forces left. Not a pinta. Finally a C. It was like they didn't see this one. Like, but you have to push everything here.
Riichi.
Or like we don't. Dit is Tora. Don't know if there was score leg on that. Or like if it's score leg, it's Simon has a pair of Tora. Want zo push into iPad. Almost. It looked almost expensive, but it wasn't. We need Hanuman here. And then we need the Hanuman Sumo. Mangan Sumo actually doesn't do much. Yeah. Not just totally skewed from the entire tournament here. Like Mangan Sumo isn't even enough to get any placement here. Even with 8k more, like there is just almost nothing that we can do here anyway. We need a first place. If we end here, we need a first place with 62k final score. So that is all out. I just don't like what Simonza is doing here, like in general. Like they should just be forcing a thunder hand instead of a half flush. Unless they have a really bad hand, but then still like thunder is usually just a preferred Raku anyway. They might have some cash wins. The East is the last one left. Then it kind of makes sense, but the preferred Raku is definitely thunder here, as Simonza, I think. For a pin cool deck, it's another C. Like the one shot is nice, but like we kind of not need thunder out here, and we can't really care about defending. It's really not a thing. We don't even have Tora acceptance here. We have Ipeko Chons. Ipeko Chons. They had the ease. Okay, now it makes sense. Like it makes sense now that they went Honitsu route. Best data see should probably be template, yeah. Give me like I don't know what we need. Like I know what we need. We need a Ipatsumo, Tampin Ipeko, Ura 2 for the Hanuman Sumo. Nee, the goal leg is sus. The goal leg is sus. Diamond. Diamond doesn't have a Zenitsu, right? I don't think that there are enough tiles left. Or like I don't know. 9 data it is. It is actually. Right. But it's not like that we can kill though. It's not really that we can kill. Like seeing, like I would usually just see that, got the 7 mom, but like we need a lot more than that. Like we kinda just need more value. Like it's just game over if we win 1 hand and there's a 5, 7. A painful Sumo. 14 as well. It's also 14. 14 Sumo. we need Mahjong Simo is now enough for third place. Like it's the best that we can do. Like now it's actually okay. Or like the opposition is slightly better than last turn for sure. It's definitely is slightly better because now Mahjong Simo is doing something, because Hanuman Simo was just like a meme last hand anyway. It's just like very hard to get. It's just like impossible to get. Like even like Simo Thunder Painful and then Baker, you still need an Ura, you know. Just 2 pin into 8 9 pin. If we extend here, the sounds good to G4 is kinda not there. Like it might be there, but we can cut 8 9 here for Hanchan Ramen with a perfect shape at the end. We can keep this 2 pin, but the sound school is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps a 3 4 5 or something, but it's kinda ambitious. The extra 7 man here allows to throw me a 4 man or a 7 man, and then it accepts one more tile, one more 7 man, but it's not the greatest. You can just got a 7 here. Perhaps you should got a 4 for like 4 5 6 sounds so cool, but it's really hard to get at. It's really tough to get at. That's the Torah discard here on the left. We are not keeping 3 pairs here. We are not playing 6 blocks, 5 7, so now it's a Tsumogiri here. We can fix a summon. We can fix a summon. Like we are forced to call here anything for Kaiten, and then just hope that Kami just Tempai, and they are Tempai, and like we kinda miss that they were Tempai, but like not with the Riichi. Tsumogiri. This one is Tsumogiri. This one is 100% Tsumogiri. And there's the Ipatsu Hanuman. It actually runs them to third place. It's a Hanuman. Really unfortunate. Or like. It was a Tsumogiri. It was like but this 6 is the 7 is such a mistake. I misclicked the 6 here. I just misclicked the 6, and then Diamond is still E-Sound, and Diamond shouldn't come there. Diamond, like I don't know what Diamond is doing there, but I gave Shimose one more Torah, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. The Diamond, I don't know what Diamond is doing here. And then here it's another Tsumogiri here on the right. And we are just waiting for 5 8 pin. Wait, yes, they are waiting for 5 8 pin. There's the Riichi here with on the what is it? 4 7 pin, and then the Tsumogiri on the 5 8 for the Ipatsu. I don't really see the reason to Tama it in the first place. Pin it does look expensive. I guess I can just log in first, and then they skew it. We are going for value because of the Tilo Riichi here. Because of the Tilo, like if Kamicha wins, they win a lot of value, and they say just skew it. We can just win off of the Ipatsu here for the Hanuman with the Ura. With the Ipatsu. There is really nothing that we did except for dealing in here the 8k, and then a lot of Simos. There are just a lot of Simos. You can enable the names just to let you show that we just couldn't do anything here. There was just nothing that we did in this entire Hanchan. It is what it is sometimes. We are... Let's see. There are 16 people playing and 3 tables, 12 players are in all last. Now 3 tables with 2 tables in all last. So it's probably still sometime, like everything started at the same time. You can check the Nihil game. This one is in all last. Spicy hand here on the right, here on the left, Tempai for comes on 17, one Scott. Shimoto is out, with the white's without that, so it's really tough to get a Honitsu that way. The 8-man. Really wonder why they have a white second pair and they couldn't pawn it there on the left, but this, nah, skip here, skip. The game just finished, by the way, or like spoiler alert, this game just finished. So there's probably a repeat. What to record? Probably just safety here on the right. It's so, yep, soon. Just no 10 here on the right, just being no 10, Toyman is E something, 5 so, or 5 more. I think I like 5 so more for Toyman, but you still need Tempai, and then they have to push the 7 pin there and for Tempai, and they touch the tier in there. You can exit here, and then there is one table still not in all last, and we really don't know which one it is. We really don't know which table is not in all last. This one. This is the last game. This one is still in South too. They really had a lot of repeats here. There's a 60k here, probably a ton of repeats here for this player. He's something here for the player here. POV 2 pin here. I can switch to the Tilo. Let's do that. For the commentary here, they have Vantora, the E-spawn. They really need the 3 pin very badly. I don't know why there's 2 4 so here. Because they should just got the 1 2 pin, cut it off the Tora, and then just win the hand and not really care about 1 Tora. 6-man Nakatsuchi on the left. It's a Sampon for Tandao, San Anko on Sumo. 2 so 1 Scott, 3 so 1 Scott. It's really awkward that they have that way, to be honest. Kinda awkward, like they probably should have had something else. Oh my god, Iwatsumo. I thought like, whatever, like, Hanuman. South 3 here. Let's see here, the Tilo. Sansuku, kinda hard to the acceptance here. Night second for the Rakuhai. The player across here has a massive hand here. Keeping the 8-man. I would keep the East. I think, like, you can easily get Honitsu there. You really don't need the Tora. I think I would cut the 8-man, and then there is still some chance of, like, so sushi, of course. Or something like that. The Tora is just like just a liability, because in like 5 turns, skip the T, and 5 turns you might not even be able to boost the Tora. Kamita here should be easy on, wait, this Tempai on 5 pin, this Tempai here on the left. Tamaten, like looking for an upgrade. They are not dropping one spot in when they reach the 8-man from tournament. Still not, oh, this is Sumo. Should have just pressed the button. one tour with the Hanchan in an offsuit for the Honichis. There's a Riichi North expected here. Nijman could also have been caught with the Honichi, and Pinchi is still quite weak after the North tour. Who can actually go Honichi in the pin suit? The Nijman, yeah, probably Nijman there, but here on the right, a really weak hand. They do have a single south to the acceptance there. I would love to keep the south there as Shimotsura. The only way to win the hand is with the south. And perhaps the Tsonta Chunsan, but then the south, the 6-0 here perhaps is interesting. But the hand will likely never finish. There might be 1, 2, 3 Sansaku, 5 pin. I don't like it. Should be probably 6-0. A 9-man anchor. They are across 2 anchors. Something. They are basically hoping to get Sun Anko and then perhaps Shu Anko or something, and then win the game. They have enough with the Rakuman, of course, or like they will have enough on the Rakuman. For so each nah, there's no each just one. So here the two so is same acceptance but slightly less flexibility. Tilo moving towards C2, it's E something. 8-man here on the right, I don't like it. They are discarding the door acceptance. Now they don't have any shapes, don't have any door acceptance. The rights are mochi mochi. So the person here on the left will be forever stuck for their half flush with the right second. They will be forever stuck. You can see that from looking at it. If they go upgrade, you can keep it, but like it's probably 6. Oh wait, the 6 is Tora, so it's 2-man. They'll probably still come see to it no matter what. Especially because you can see that the right seconds are mochi mochi. So there won't be ever a calling option for the right second, but if you have the option here to call the right second, it's iffy, but I think I kind of want to skip if the right seconds comes out here, but pawn is viable for sure. It's just like the Pharaoh is kind of weak 3-pin here for East Hunter, normal East Hunter C2. It's a most natural card because you can technically pawn the right second, but we know that it probably won't come out here from Kamicha. 6-pin, I hate the 6-pin. The 3-pin does the same thing, but keeps C2 alive. Like this is a rich miss here on this player. It's just a rich miss. That's Tempeh across for 36. So Riichi Nomi. Really unfortunate across. Like I don't know what else to do though. Like waiting for some uncle is just not a thing, unfortunately. We see 2 6-stars in the pawns. And then we see a 3-star here on the right, a 6-star here on the left. Well, 3. Wait, this is 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tiles left. Yeah, it's a 5-man for Sananko, but you can't really wait for it anyway. There's only 1 5-man left. There's another 3-star here on the left. The Tilo is Mawashi here, 2-star Kemputsu. Still waiting for the right second for the 7-man Kansan. This is Kemputsu. The Kamicha doesn't have it. To the cut here is the south, the west, it's the south. Well, here Nakasuchi 7-so, the 4-so is now Nakasuchi. 4-so here. We really have to fight as Tilo. Or like it's like the same position as where I was. Like it's just not going to be enough. They need like a 50k first next round. So it's just almost impossible. I like the 4-so here for E something. Not taking the E something here. It's really defensive here. The dealer is E something again. Comes on 4-pin or 7. man here.
Wrong.
The deal in there is really unexpected. It's actually really unexpected deal. On the left, they had a lot of saved house. Let's see which is the last game. Is it this one? Oh my god, it's south too. What the heck is going on here? What happened here? Like we are like this is the last table as well. It's something here. I hate the 6-man card here. Like yeah, the Sabo acceptance is still pretty okay. You are a dealer here. C here on the left, I think. It's a C. Got 8 mono 3 pin, both are fine. It almost doesn't even look like a whole needs a temper here for 2 months. It's a Riichi. This is all really weird here on the left. It's only 2, but it really doesn't look like it. 3 pin, okay, the 7, so. I think for the owners, the bed is 1 Scott here, the rest is like, oh, the soon is 1 Scott. It's just so awkward that it's 1 Scott as well. For man is probably not okay, they are pushing here on the left. I would probably go 3 pin and then Tempai for 7 so. Can put waiting on the dealers, can put Kamicha's just soloing everything. I don't like it at all. Ipotsuma is actually good for Kamicha because they are never going to fold against the Riichis. For some reason, the 3 pin was Uratora. I guess that makes sense, right? They didn't push the 3 pin. It was the Uratora. The dealer here with the pawn 9p. I hate the 7 so it should be just 9 pin. The Hanchan 6-8 is still very weak. 2 pairs is still kinda iffy. But we would have the same hand here anyway. And with the 9 pin 7 so cut. With keeping the south as extra value. 7 man pawn. Was it Cheeto's E something? It was. With Cheeto's E something, I only open on the Raku high. I would just skip the rest. Would just skip everything else. It could go 1 hand. But there's a pawn again. You can got the 4 man here. The 4 man or the 4 pin. Both are kind of acceptable. Like the 4 man keep it. It's of course more efficient. But if you really need value, you can actually cut the 4 man Tsumogiri. But the pairs are still kinda weak. The 3 so 5 man are kinda weak. The 5 pin here on the left for E something. Best case scenario is like Sananko with the North split. Hey, what is the Tito doing? Oh, the Tito is forcing the Tora Tonki here. I hate it so much. I didn't see it. Tempai on the right for 1 hand. Nope. Okay. Okay, no, there's a Tora here. Wait, they just needed the Tora. Like, if they don't accept the 1 hand, like, they should definitely keep the Tora there. They should definitely keep the Tora there for, like, the Mangan Hanuman, but they are Tempai here for Toy soon for 5,200. Tilo still E something. Should be Tempai already, but okay, they are Tempai here. They are not breaking Tempai. Twice got 2 pin. Tempai, Sananko, or 6. Wait, yeah, probably just Riichi here. There is an option to. There's a deal in. The 2 pin was Sushi, and the 2 pin was just 100% safe. There was an option to cut like 5 so into 6 so there on the left. If you are down so badly, you can try to get Sananko, Suanko there, but they didn't. They just didn't. What do they cut? The 9-8 one is interesting here. I don't mind it. The tune is also like the default card is the tune here, but I don't mind 8-9 on here. The Norths are here with Kamita, very nice here. Probably trying to get social Honitsa, but we will see. Can't see the 6-8, but it loses to the acceptance. Yeah, just going for a Riichi hand here on the left. Well, I don't know. With its 3-man card, I don't know. They are still trying to head to Honitsa here. It requires cutting the 5-6-7 man. But they should have definitely gotten honor there for a faster Riichi hand, I think. The Honitsa without the Torres is not enough anyway, and the Torres kinda awkwardly placed in the Honitsa suit. And just Riichi North is kinda weak. Or like if you want to Riichi, you should just keep the 3-man there. Now is something here on the left. Here on the right, I have an interesting one to shape. It's Isont. It is Isont for the Sabo, and it comes on 5. So 1-man, 2 so that's the 2 so 8-man I expect. Nope. They really want one more upgrade here on the right. That's Tempai for each. Naomi on across for the 3-pin pension. One Scott. The T is okay, but you should cut the 8 so or the 8-man instead. You can't win on the 9 so there's no point in keeping the 8 so. You avoid free turn by cutting the 8 as well, so if you do ever a 9 or the 9 passes or something, you are not free turn. I don't know why the 8-man didn't get cut, by the way, but Tempete on the left for Riichi North and the south here. 8 so is dead, so it's only the south still. For Riichi to Rokuhai, and that's a Sumo across. That is game. I think everything finished. Only 30 or 23 people idle here. I haven't heard anything about the score, but like we got a 4th place here, so that was pretty bad here. Like we only got in one hand, but it was 8k, and there were just a lot of sumos and some deal-ins as well, but we actually won a hand. We actually won 3-9 and we dealt in 8k, but we were down so many points anyway. Tournament didn't even have the social on each turn. They were just 2-5 so here. Like they just like the 7-9 here. Like it could easily be on each there, but they were just tempeh on the 2-5 so there. Well, just one hand, and they didn't even need a Dora because they were just tempeh there. I probably should have kept the 4-man here with the 7-man slide, so who can slide for the Sun School later on, but they didn't. I hate it. I want to skip this pawn as well, by the way. The reason why I want to skip it is because you don't need one hand. Like they are one hand tempeh here, and we even beat them from like 3 something here. But they could try to get like an expensive hand deal with the Riichi. You can skip the first right second. You can even skip the second one and then just go Thunder Pinfu, Sansaku Trance, or something like that. There are plenty of options there for a tournament, but they missed it. Then we run the 8 so here, which is pretty understandable. Unfortunately for them, they didn't do the 5 so because they could just sumo the 5 so. Oh, it was really unfortunate for a tournament here. And then just some cheap hands, Hana Sumo here. This was such bullshit here. Yeah, there's just nothing to do than this 4. And Toyman could still have a 2-pin pair. Like the 2-pin pair is there, so he folded on the 2-pin here. We kinda semi-folded. The 5 over is pretty safe. It is actually pretty safe because of Well, isn't it? Like if it deals in, it's pretty cheap anyway. It can't technically still deal in, but the 7-0 is so weak because of the 6-0 God heal. And then also shape is what I just wanted to go for, and we can just push the 2-pin. I felt like on Tempai, we need basically first or second anyway. How did we misclicked this one? Yeah, okay. We don't have to rewatch that. We misclicked the 6-pin. Like it's just it is what it is. There's still one game. Okay, there isn't a game. Like, how is there still a game? Wait, the next round is starting? The next round is starting. I didn't notice it. I just didn't notice that the next round was starting. I shouldn't also be in a log. Am I correct? Wait. Let me restart the client because I think I bugged out. Yeah, there are 0 people playing. Like it just didn't make sense. I knew it. I knew that it didn't make any sense. That there were like that many people playing. But we basically need plus 20 here. So we basically, what did we get? We got minus 15k. We basically need plus 35k without Uma. So we need 65k. About 65k. So that is a pretty steep climb, but we can try at least. And otherwise, I have more sleep. I won't be recording a video for tomorrow. So tomorrow there will be a late upload, but I think there will be still an upload. You can just leave the stream and then come back in like 5 or 10 minutes. I really don't expect that there is a game very soon. Okay, confirm the scores, and we are like bottom 10, but it is what it is. The cutoff for top 16 is currently 10.2, but it will be about 25 points after 2 Hanchan's. That is just what it's going to be. The person on our table, Akira, got they got third place, and the top scores are like 56k of this round, and we need like 65k next round, so it will be very hard for us to be playing on, or if we are making the semi, so we will get more sleep in. I just got really wrecked by the Tsumogiri, just like Fallen Show, Nemo. They got also wrecked on the Ipatsu for the Hanuman, and then minus 13k basically. I will be tapping when it starts, but it's still like still a few minutes off, I think. Still like 5 minutes off of the start. There's 5 minute delay. I can check my YouTube channel. In the meantime, I mistyped or I got the thumbnail correctly, but there is a spelling mistake in the title of my video. So I will have to fix that. I have been doing some editing of the titles, or not like just some capitalization and just making sure that it's all right. I first had also the series names in the beginning, and then the title. But like when you are on YouTube, you basically only see the first part of the title, and that is the most important part. And if they click on it, then they see it's part of the series. I also have like the indicator at the beginning, like C4, and just to make it easier for my viewers to find my videos, and just to indicate that it's not a standard video. I have the M for MCO, I have the Tompusen, it's the T for Tompusen, and then some other letters perhaps are coming soon as well. I don't have the thing for commentary, but it's the thumbnail is different, and like I can add a letter for commentary as well, I guess, but not for the series. If I have a commentary, standalone commentary videos, I will add a C into it. But if it's part of a series, I won't really add letters to it, unless it's like summa or really unusual. Like I could add a C in for commentary, but I think the thumbnail is really clear that it is commentary, and when people click on it, they will know it. There are no subscription notifications anyway. We have 5 seconds here. We are facing Noiki with goals and I don't know. I can't read the name. But goal is 65k with the first. The goal is that or we will be ending the stream, or like there's just nothing to play for. Like the tournament will just end for us if we don't make it into top 16. We will be pulling the Dora just to look in the Dora 3. The Dora is still a pretty nice phone. The extra 5-star is actually not bad. It actually has some utility. Funnily enough, it has some utility. Shall we unquote this? I don't think so. Just 5. So I can like the 2 pin is too greedy. the 2-pin is way too greedy. I kind of love it, but like I don't want that. We can Tama here. We kind of need a Pharaoh, but we can still upgrade here on the pin side. We can win on the tour for 8k anyway. Like if we win, we just win for 5200. Luckily we have the 5-pin pair instead of the 5-star pair for more upgrades. Or like it's kind of the same thing though, but yeah, we have more pin upgrades. 6 so 2 times. We are really looking out for like a 6-pin or an Ipeco upgrade or anything in the pin to Riichi. On a 1-pin, I kind of want to Tsumogiri on a 1-pin though, or I like Riichi Tora 2 for, or Tama Thunder Tora 2. It's kind of the same thing. If the 3-6 looks bad, you're just staying Tamaton with the 1-pin Tsumogiri. Because Tamaton has about the same win rate as the Ramen 36, I think. That's the second 3, so we won't be going to Riichi on the 1-pin. We will just Tsumogiri the 1-pin. You can almost Riichi here to bait out the Tora, but I doubt the Tora will drop. I really doubt the Tora will drop when we Riichi though. Like I still turns into a Penson 8-9. And we just Mongon Sumo here. Unfortunately, we couldn't upgrade for the Riichi, but we are happy here. You just have to not greed too hard, and then when we can greed, we can definitely press the Riichi button. But there are plenty of upgrades still for perhaps also more value with Ipeco, but we got a Sumo instead. Perhaps with 2-3 pins out, there could be a consideration for Riichi because we are never going to upgrade. Basically, like the last 30 pin is the best upgrade, perhaps a 4-pin, but the Ipeco especially that. But we just try to maximize our win rate, but we need like 60k here, 65k. Like a Hanuman would be nice, but of course if you don't hit Euro, it's the same value. Hopefully we get Thunder here, or like the Thunder is pretty likely here. It's more like what else can we get? Do we get Pinkfu on top of it? The 7-pin is not doing much here, but it can stay, I guess. We can just cut the 7-pin into the 4-pin. We are not going to play two blocks pins here. It's going to be 2 blocks monster, 1 block pin, and 2 blocks Sosu here. You have to Sakikiri the 4-pin here for Toyman. If it doesn't deal in E5-pin for 2-5, nah, just 4-pin, and then the 4 so the 2 so has been pawned, so the 2-5 so it's not a thing. We can headless this. I'm not a fan of taking E-Santen here for no value. This is E-Santen with Thunder. 2-pin. If we are dealing on with this second 4-pin, I'm just pissed, but like we kinda are forced to wait. We can just go 2 here and then 5. It's about the same efficiency, but the ramen at the end is just so nice. Otherwise, the bad shapes is guaranteed. North Datashi. I mean, just have to Riichi here. It might deal into tournament. Because I put them on Tempai tail on the North Datashi. I do put them on Tempai. The 7 is 1 Scott or 1 tail in tournament spawns. Or in their course, I mean. The pin is not what we want to throw. Like there are almost no sushis left for us. There's almost nothing left. It's kind of worst case scenario, but 3 man is still pushed still, and we are waiting on a Suchi trap from Kamitsa with a Tsumogiri Riichi here. We have been getting wrecked by Tsumogiri Riichi, so hopefully not this time. Neyman can put. They shouldn't. Like, I don't think they're waiting on one tile of us, like the 5-8 so perhaps. Like, I don't think they're waiting on Kampuch because of the Tsumogiri Riichi. 5-8 so. Pass. Okay. But what else can they have? Guns on 7, so. Doesn't make sense. Nah. Right, I don't know what I can put them on. Some Torah weight. It's not a Torah weight. If it comes on 7, so like, so be it. 19, I can put it on and height. Unless there's a T here, which is really awkward. Like, they are likely not even tempo. Yeah, they have a 5-8 here. Yeah, they can put away, so they just Tsumogiri it. I don't think they will tempo, I really don't, but apparently they will, because they push a dangerous style. Like, that wouldn't make any sense to see that if they are no 10, because it's just a high day to the Riichi. We are moving towards Tanda, not the Chinich or Honich. We can say Honich technically, but it's not great. Honich Toto with the east and the green tech and throw, and then like that is the Honich here, but 4 pin is pretty good here. We kind of want our 1-9 pin back now, but like the Honich or Chinich are still kind of weak. This 6 here is a 3-4-5-6 shape for the head. It's a 3-4-5-6 for a head and 2 blocks. So we are basically not uncle headless. We are east something here for 6-9-6-9. Pesto is the 4 pin here for some uncle, but if we just get tempo, we can just Tsumogiri this, and then got it to the later. Kind of want to cut the 1 here, like, because of some Santa. If they didn't see, we would have actually gotten the 4 pin. Stupid goal, stupid C. Like 4 pin, but the Sun Uncle headless. Would be so nice. Just the last 4 pin. Like, if we had like one more pair, like pawning that for Toto, it's really viable. But without a pair, like, there's just no option. There are 2 9-mans and 1 6-man, I think. For 3 tiles left. My Ipatsu got wrecked. And there's a Seishi on the right. I don't know where the Dora are. It could be with Shimotsa. He will just scan this. Yeah, we need a lot of value. And we have extra Tora here. 1 more Tora. Tormina has 1 more Tora. Here, Shimotsa probably doesn't have the 7-man. There's the Shimo on the cheaper end, but we had the Shimo Tora, which is basically Mangan. Well, like 350 for 6,400, but with the con, it's just basically Mangan, even without the Ura. We need 20k more. Wait, oh, why waited? Like, we need 20k more, and a way to not get it is stopping the Torah first. Yeah, that is like, and that is just like the thing that we really need when we need 20k more. We know that we need 20k more, by the way, and it feels like an Honitsu. I usually want to cut a pin here because of tournament, but the pin shape is too good here. Like, the Penton is just weaker. And then we have to maintain our 2 pair shape, and then Just find something else. 18 across already. Hopefully a toy. Hopefully pray for the toy. That's a 16. Actually, it feels more like toy now. Yeah, it is. It unlocks our hand a bit. I hate this one pin. I hate it. T-Deutsche, no thank you. It's perhaps that. Wait, that's T-Deutsche is something. 6 months. But we would have got the 16 Kamputse here, so we would still be eat something. So now we have a 16 PL instead of a 1 pink PL. That's a con for one. We will have to Riichi if we get Tempai. This is safe across. We just have to push. We need like 20k more. We need 20k more here. So there's actually no option to fold here. The 4-pin looks pretty safe. One Scott here, the 4-1 as well. That was a 6-month Tassi, but like it's really unreliable with a total hand with what they have, because they obviously can't hold like user stuff. They can't have a Kansan or anything, or like a sequence. So I can't really put them on an 8-month pill or anything, which would be the case with a normal hand. We do have a south pill, and it's almost, we kinda have to pawn. We can pawn 5-pin and then still pawn the rest for toy. Yeah. I guess we are not pawning anyway. The south already passed. I didn't. I had my calling off. But the Untitled is something here. We are just waiting for Kamcha to clear the Honitsu suit, and then we will be trying to not have that suit. And then we are keeping the one Scott 9-pin here, and the Dora. Pretty nice. We will have to just Riichi here for the Hana on the Sumo and the Berman on the Ura 2. We are really discarding the monster here. Over the other tiles. There's the pawn. I like the 9-pin actually. I kinda like the 9-pin. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the 9-pin. The other 7 pins. The 9-pin is one Scott. But I like the 9-pin. One Scott right into pawn. Simonset doesn't have a 9-pin there for sure. Thurman also doesn't have it. So the last 2 9-pins should be in the wall. Suchi, one Scott, Suchi. Like, it would be cut almost no matter what. So the Suchi actually doesn't really do much here. But this is a nice bonus. That's a cool leg on the pincher. Simonset has a completed shape there. I don't know, the 8-1 is Kamputse against me, but it's not safe against Kami. Tempai, Atosuke, Futon. Really? Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Euclid times. But like, yeah, like the Caucasus is just too low win rate here. Anko might be useful. The one Scott best. Perhaps the North, but like, yeah, perhaps the North was slightly better. Yeah, just trying to get a normal hand here with the Riichi instead. Give me a break. they're so Sushi is luckily dead for us, but like Dora acceptance, double Kansan with the ramen, zero floaters. The 6-man is kinda okay. This is like we need like 22k more. Like even Mangan Timo on Attilo, it's not going to be enough. It's just so like sad. It's just not going to be enough. Like we know that we are basically, if we end like this, we are basically minus how many, minus 2 points or something, and we need like plus 20. So we need like 20k more basically from this point onwards. We could have saved 8k or like 10k last Hanchan, but last was pretty much there. Perhaps not. We could have gotten third. That would be a way better scenario, but we misclicked and then we got wrecked and then things happened. We have to start calling here. We have to just start calling. See. We can actually pawn that. I like the pawn. It's wide open, and then we're uncle headless here.
Riichi.
And there's the Riichi, which we don't want to see, but at least Stormin is tempeh, so we have one extra hand. 7, so they were thinking on it. At least the Pinscher are kinda good against Stormin. Skip. Chimotsa, Sompai, East, but they probably know, they are basically fighting the cut off as well, so like if you get 4, it's just so rough. Give me my tempeh here, Kamitsa, one pin can put, like if we see Domin has the high K here, but it is what it is. The Dora here, give me the Dora, Kami. We can actually 3-pin, here. And then 1 pin can teach us tempeh. If we got the east and we draw a dangerous star, we basically can't. Wait, we have the high day. 1 pin looks okay. The 2 trash card, 3 times card. Okay. 3-6-0. If I read that correctly, I think we just have to deny the Tilo here with a white second pawn. There isn't that much to do here. We can, like if we get it close, it's perfectly fine, but if we can pawn, we will definitely pawn the 7, not that one, not the one. But here we kind of want to skip, but I think the pawn is still okay. Ugh, it's a Tsumogiri Riichi. It is a Tsumogiri Riichi, so we think the Sushi is still very okay. We can go white. It's a 1 pin safe. 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3. The 1 pin should be safe. Yes, they should be safe with the Tsumogiri Riichi. That makes our life way easier. We can fold out, like it's not really, like we should probably leave me folding out right here, but we tried at least. We tried. Wait, we can, they don't have a 6-pin there. We can just boost this. Screw Toyman. They don't have a 6-pin because they would have just got a Kiri. Screw the Tsumogiri. We are temper here. One can put 7-1. Okay, that's a gun. That's another 7-1. And that's a Tora Fua. Oh, they had a. I see now. Oh my god. Oh my god. They time out because they had one gun already. Oh my god. Oh, we need a 7-1. Give me the 7-1. Oh, yeah. Voorman Naka Sushi, right? Voorman's Naka. Ugh. Yeah, Nakasuchi, against Tournament. Half-Suchi, Kami, Golek, 7-man. Oh my god, wij are we facing Tora voor 8-man Tora. Save against Tournament. 7-man should still be okay, I think. The 7-man should, like, only 2 left, but... Oh my god, how long will it take until someone wins? Like, how long will it take? 3-man...
Dom.
My time, we are dead. Another 7-man here at Iran. They had the auto 7-man. Wij Tamaton. Wij paid me. Oh my god. Wij Tama. They baited me so hard. If they just Riichi, we would have just folded out. We would have just folded out if they just had a Teitashi Riichi. And they almost had like I don't know, like if the other side was Sanpaimon on the 7th, so for the Santa. I don't know, but it was just an obviously turn 2, but like we got baited by the Tsumogiri. We got baited. What did this also? Minus 25k that hand. Like it was not like that we had enough or anything, but like it was really not like that we had enough value. Even if we won, but still only slight chances of coming back. But now the tournament is pretty much over. It's always over when you turn to 24k. I can tell you that, especially from first place, tilling in to 24k, and your entire game is just lost. We are trying to get like the 6, 7, 8, but like I don't know, like it's really rough. It's just everything is just so rough here. It's just so rough. It will be like we won't be making top 16. I can tell you that. So it will be just 2 Hanchans here, and then I will see you next month probably for the 77th Brazilian monthly.
Each.
There's the Riichi and
Each.
there's the Chase, the 16. Waiting on the Shuchi trap on Kamisat Shuchi trap on the 2-man and then the 8-spin. Like we don't have value, but there's just nothing that we can do anyway. There's just really nothing. I think it's also the 30 in each one flat. There's a dreamer, which I don't like, or like I don't know why they're pushing the dreamer. It's the Dora indicator, so if it deals in, especially +1 Han, it's basically +1 Han. Now our weight is actually Suchi. There's the Dora here on the left. The tournament is fighting for some reason. Really don't know why. Or like they might have like a bad placement last time, but like they only need like 60k anyway. Unless they were like lower than us. Like we needed like 65k. Because we got a 4-up. I don't know what they got on the last Hanchan, of course. If they got a 4-up, they might need more points. They might actually need a lot more points than this, but it was really near the bottom. The Sabo, Mochi Mochi there, already was completely toast. Kamitsa actually didn't win there on the 258, 258 pin, and then my stupid raid, which was completely dead with Toyman still. I had one, yeah. Toyman didn't. Kamitsa got scammed there. Kamitsa got scammed. It is what it is. I like we are just having a straightforward hand. We can keep the 5-6-7. Sansaku, we will be cutting the 2 here very shortly, but we can still get a 4-5-6, I guess, and then the 3 so, and then we can cut a 4-5-6 instead. We will, like in a normal game, I would just cut the 2 so the 7 pin, but we kinda need everything that we can get. We can cut the 4 pin next turn anyway, but we can just cut the 4 pin right here. Like it's just never going to get used. Even the summon son is not great, because we want the Sansaku here with 2 Tora. Pinfu is pretty dead because we got the 2, so if we took 0 like a 3, so we could cut like 1-0 for the Pinfu, but like it's a bit weird. Like it's really weird to cut the 1-0 instead of the 4 for the Uncle Headless. But sometimes you just have to squeeze every single point of value out of their hand.
Chi. Chi.
You're just not paying attention here. We are just going to push everything, I think. Or like almost everything. Like we can, like in ranked I would just open here, but like
Come.
oh, there's a gun. Perhaps he should like perhaps like Kaiten.
Riichi.
Yeah, we have to call here, but it's not what we want.
Riichi.
That's the Tempai with the right side here. He still needs the right side on the Manchu, of course. But we got the first 50-50, and then we need the second 50-50. And this everyone looked very sus. Like, you can't push this everyone here as Kamicha tournament. So it's basically Shimo, or like hopefully Shimocha doesn't wait on the 7-man. They didn't get the right side. They also were on the 50-50 deal, but the Sansaku. There were 2 6s still in the course. We need a best dealership that you've ever seen. We need to make up 40k. We need to make up 40k on a Tilo, and then we also need a first. But if we get 40k on a Tilo, we are busy. Like we are never getting second then because Tournament can't get any. Like I guess like if we get 40k and then Tournament wins the last hand, we are still not making it. But we will see if we can get 40k on our Tilo. But I'm just getting wrecked by Shimakiri all the time for just no reason. Like it's just so hard to play against unorthodox opponents. Because I don't expect the Mangam Plus. I really don't expect the Mangam Plus. We will not take the E-Something here. We are just trying to get better saves with more value. With the 4-pin card, the 5-pin is headless, or like we will be kinda headless. But 4-pin is definitely right here, I think. We still have Tora acceptance here with the 5, so the Sansuku is not really here. Like there might be a 3-4-5, but it requires some work. But other than that, Peru is Sansuku, or it is a Tora, or the Spinfu or something. Ipeko perhaps in the Manse. And that's the early run. I think they are just trying to secure their spot. I think they already have enough, and they are just happy if they get second here with minus how much 7, just -2 points. I think Timote is already in. Do something headless, Uncle headless. We really want to cut the 1-2 pin, but we just have to cut the honors first. The team bill it's okay to have, but the Uncle headless it's not much worse. Like it's one something higher, of course. If we get like the 9 one, we can actually Santa Sansaku or Team Sansaku, but I just got the pens on here, and then we have the 8 so here. You can 1 pin donkey, or like just to like just to make our opponents questions their life decisions. So sad. This is just so sad. Oh, I mean, this is so good for us. Our hand became so good. Like I don't know what happened, but we actually have a good hand now. Like I didn't know, but we have a good hand here. I like my Riichi now. I don't know why Torment is gunning there. They apparently need more value. I don't really know why, but like 58k should be most of the time enough, unless they got a 4th like me. But there's only like 1 in 4 chance that they got a 4th. They probably know their cutoff way better, KB Teresa. For us, not for our opponents though. Oh, okay, another gun. Okay, Diamond got wrecked. Diamond. Bye, Diamond. Why didn't we hit any Ura? We hit 2 Toras, I guess, on the gun. But like, give me like the 12k or something. Like, we deserve it, right? The Forza was the second Kantao, just underneath the Rinsan, the second Rinsan. It was actually so disgusting that they threw it on the second Rinsan Tao. So my deal in Tao. We need another. Wait, we actually need another 40k here. We needed 50k from last. Wait. 30. We need 40k. We needed like 50k from last spot. Okay. The 5-man Tora is isolated. We need a few more good rolls though. We need 1 more shape, and the Penson is not really a block, so but we are like second, but like we don't have enough. We just don't have enough, so we can't just fight with Toyman. And if Shimotsa actually needs second, like we are feeding them, of course. We are basically giving them second place by pushing, but like we are just fighting for our own survival, our own qualification here. It's also like what I should do in the WRC, just only focus on my own points and not really caring about the other players. Shimotsa, so like if they need to be second, they have to push, which is really scary because they might drop to 4th as well, and then they certainly don't qualify. So if they are on the field, then they have a really tough time. Each something. 8 months, pretty fast, but like they are pushing here on the right, pawn into tempai. It should be Monster. If they have a Hanuman, which can be easily accomplished there, we will be killed. The H is though, so it's basically a ramen here with an extra some chance. So we just have to Riichi and we see for H, so we don't need to take the summon. We don't need to take the summon. Riichi Pinfu Tora. Hopefully not wrong. We are not wrong a Tora or something like that, but now among Simo, if tournament Simos, we are basically cured, but it is what it is. You have to high day. Okay, Shimocha 1000 points. It's enough for them to overtake me. Let's check the log. Because we cheat. They just needed 1k here. They have this. Like they shouldn't have this. They should have a 3-man Hanchan here. There's just no reason for them to got a 2 here for the Tora weight here. It just doesn't make any sense. And 2-5, so here are 2 of them, and then Kamita just steals in here on the Kampuche. They don't have anything else. Perhaps 7 so 7. 7s are safe actually. 7 so 7 so. But they'll cheat or E something, I guess. But the 3-man never got pulled, so. But like they probably didn't spot the Tamaton here on the right. I didn't either, but the 9 is clearly a wait. Kamita pushed it earlier, so perhaps a 6. They didn't even put any unsafe tiles, but the Tsumogiri Riichi is so stupid here. And like it's just so incredibly stupid because I just pushed because I thought it was a bad hand, and the 7 months are all stuck in the wall, and Shimocha has one. And then here the Riichi here for the same weight here on the left, but the 7 month is in the wall with the Ura as well. So 2 in the wall here, 1 in Thomas discard, 1 there, and the 4 month there are 2 here on the left. And then we dealt 8 here. Tournament would have dealt in double roll like few turns later, but yeah, this sums up the tournament. And then we had some good hands in the beginning, of course, but we just got wrecked. Let's see here what Shimocha had. What sounds so cool with the 8 man on the. What is it, the Tora? Oh, it's not the Tora, but they actually really forced the Sansuku here with the 7 man discard for Sansuku E something. And then they're waiting on Tsuchi here for me, but they just cheat. For Riichi Sansuku and then the Kandora. And then we didn't hit anything, and they wouldn't have hit anything else. Tournament actually tempered here with the Santa hand, Santa North hand. Hit 1 Tora because we can't. That is it from me today. And I will see you another time, perhaps next month.